Hello Taurus, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your weekly read from the 4th to the 10th of November. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. We continue to grow and I love having you on board. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. If however my readings don't resonate, you know the drill. You can either go and check out other aspects of your natal sign or move on to the next reader. Cards I'm using today are the Golden Tarot by Cat Black. I did do a lot of shuffling while I was waiting for the last video to upload, so I am ready to do your reading, Taurus. Okay, so you have Temperance here. Now everybody has had a major arcana or an ace. It's quite interesting. Big week this week. Card of Temperance. We all love the card of Temperance. She's beautiful. She's the person that's brought herself completely into balance. Well, she's an angel in this card. And she's had help from the divine, so we know that you've been putting in your good work, doing, meditations, taking time out for yourself, but you're very balanced this week. So what that says to me is that you've got a good balance between your heart and your head. You are able to make fair decisions. You've probably, reviewed your work-life balance and got that into a little bit of an even keel. But you're definitely ready to make some good roads this week, Taurus. Okay, so first card out is the King of Swords. Now the King of Swords can represent an Aries, Gemini, Libra. It can be male or female because we're talking about a general read here. Now when you're in the energy of the King of Swords, you're very logical, focused, strategic. Sometimes this energy can come across as a little bit manipulative. But you definitely have your ideas. Now, this energy of this king sometimes can be like it's my way or the highway, and it has a very strong feeling of that this week. So whether or not it's you, Taurus, in this energy because you've got yourself balanced, or whether you're dealing with someone who is a little bit tough to work with, either way, this is the person you're dealing with this week. Okay, and then we have the Four of Cups. So sometimes when we see the Four of Cups, we see someone being offered a cup and they're not happy to take it. It's the card of ennui or boredom. It's like, I've got 3 cups already, I don't need your cup. So maybe because you're feeling so balanced this week, Taurus, maybe someone's offering you something but you actually don't want it. I see you looking at the other cups. I think someone's offered you something, but you keep looking at the cups you've already got. So either you want something that you've tried before in those cups, or you're looking for something different, but you don't want the cup that's being offered. Okay, and then we have the King of Cups here. So if you're taking on this King of Swords energy, where you're feeling, you've got your back turned to this cup in the cards here. You could be dealing with a water sign because this isn't your energy. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio, Pisces or Cancer person. A person who's very in control of their emotions. They may be a little cold, which may be why you're finding it difficult to deal with this person. Because you're coming across as very practical. You're looking away from each other and the Four of Cups is in the middle. So something's on the table here. And Taurus, you've got yourself into this quite balanced place. It's probably somewhere you haven't been for a while. And you're feeling very balanced in this Temperance. Now it feels to me like somebody's offering you something, but you're turning your back on it. And it feels like the other person is turning their back to look at the cup. So what I'm feeling here is if you're dealing with someone who's quite possibly a water sign or has those attributes, it feels to me that they're more involved and thinking more about the offer and the love itself than you. So, and you're the same. You're looking at the cup, you're looking away from the cups because you're not even interested in this. So I'm not really sure what's going on here, but it feels to me like someone's offering you something. But they are actually only thinking about themselves here, and so are you. So it's almost like you're being offered something that just isn't resonating with you at the moment. And I think it's resonating because you and this person seem to be on a different wavelength in terms of this offer. Okay, let's get a bit more information. Okay, then we have the Seven of Wands. Now, the Seven of Wands talks about being defensive, fending off your enemies, you know, and putting up a bit of a fight here. So I feel like somehow or another you're fighting for what you want, and what's being offered is not what you want here. Because you're very defensive, and you're defensive towards this person. Why are you being defensive against this offer? I don't know. It feels to me like you don't like what's being offered for some reason. Maybe it's not what you're expecting here. So it could be that someone's offering you love, a job, a career, something. It could be an offer coming in from someone in your family for something. But you're just not interested in it. And you're so not interested, you're quite defensive and quite fighty about it. So you're not letting it go very easily either. So maybe this, I almost feel like they're stalking you. So if you're being stalked, Taurus, it feels to me like somebody's really pushing you to do something you don't want to do. And you are getting quite defensive about it. So if someone's stalking you, bothering you, this is not a real good energy here. Because you are ready to fight back. Okay, and then we have the Sun. Now the Sun talks about being, you know, in a much better place here. I feel like this is what you're wanting, and I feel like somebody's not giving up on you, and not in a good way. They're not letting you go. And I feel like all you want is peace and quiet, and this person is not giving you the space. Yeah, see, Four of Swords. So you just want to take time out of this. You don't want anything to do with this. In this cup here, in this card, he's actually like, look, he's bedridden. I always say it's the card of the sleep of the dead. It's about really taking time out here. But, you know, in this particular, look, you're so worried that you're protecting yourself with this sword here. Ooh, someone's got a stalker or someone who will not give up on them. And I feel like you've told this person, you've turned the cup away, you've told them you don't want anything to do with them, and they just keep coming back. And maybe you've got some, you know, gameplay here, because you don't want this. We've got the Three of Cups. Okay, I have one or two messages here. Now, first off, it could be that somebody's coming back and you've already met someone else, but you don't want to tell the person that because they're a bit obsessive, possessive, whatever. But you're pushing them away. The other thing that's coming up here is that you've encouraged this person possibly in the past and given them false hope. Because I feel like, you know, with two people, if you're giving someone false hope, then they think you're working on something here. And they think that you want to. You're not being direct. You're not being... You need to be really straight with them. I think you've tried to be kind and gentle, and you've tried to push them away gently, but I don't think they're going. They think you mean more. They think you're not serious for some reason. And you're starting to become quite defensive about this now. Okay, and then we have the Strength card. So this would be, you know, Spirit saying to you, you know you've got the power to do this. You know who you are. You need to use this now. Because your words aren't enough. You need to have more behind them. You need to mean what you're saying. I think you're being too gentle. You're being too soft about it. You need to take on the energy of the Empress. So you need to pull something up from deep inside of you to talk to this person, because they're not listening to what you have to say. They're not taking you seriously here. It's quite a strange reading. I've never had a reading like this one before. So I hope it's not happening to too many people out there, but obviously the message has got to come across for somebody. Somebody is so putting up with stuff they shouldn't be putting up with, and they haven't got it in them to say to this person, I'm not interested in you. And the person just thinks, you know, sometimes what happens in relationships, that when you're, you know, giving people false hope, that's the thing I'm looking at here. Somebody has false hope. They keep coming back. But you need to start thinking about yourself here. Because I feel like it's really this Strength card and this Empress is like you need to bring your energies together, because what you're after is the Sun. But what you're in fact getting is like beaten up about it. Okay, yeah, you need to put this down. You're carrying way too many burdens in this situation. So for some of you, it may be that you've tried to separate from someone and they just aren't letting you go here. For others of you, you may have encouraged someone. You may have sort of, I don't know, you had someone around because it pleased you. Maybe you sort of bedded them every now and again thinking that was okay, but they've got really obsessive about it here. They are really wanting you. And I don't think it's a love thing. It's a possessive obsession thing. So you need to be more direct with this person, because obviously some of you have got someone else you want to move on to, but you can't do that until you've got rid of this energy. This energy is holding you back here. Okay, I will pour you an oracle card. If I get the card of obsession, we need to run right now. Yeah, some of you have got a real stalker here, I think. Or please write to me and tell me. I hope you're safe, and I hope you're keeping safe in this situation. But I can just feel someone's car parked out the front, like that type of energy. They're just not giving up. Oh, someone jumped out at me. Oh, okay, so I've got the card of jealousy. Okay, that literally jumped out of the pack. And it talks about envy, punishment, and changing course. Okay, and it's the card 26. I haven't read this one. This is the first time this card's come out of this pack. Okay, and it says, the Lamia teaches us that you need not accept what people say about you. You are beyond their judgment. Their words are false. You need never live up to them. You are trustworthy and a beautiful soul. It talks about allowing someone else's cruelty to ruin you. So I don't know what's going on for you here, Taurus. Please comment, but some of you have an energy you need to get rid of. So hopefully you manage to do that this week and have a great week. Thank you.